What's up, YouTube? It's your favorite Inland Empire Southern California realtor, Ray Gonzalez. Today, we are in the city of North Fontana. We're taking a look at Trellis and Marigold. Those are two collections built by Risewell Homes in North Fontana. Now, this video features 4-bedroom floor plans that start in the 500,000s with interest rates that can get you to as low as 4%. So you're gonna wanna check these ones out. Alrighty, y'all. Today we are back in the Arboretum, North Fontana. We're taking a look at two collections here by Risewell Homes. We're gonna look at Trellis, and then over here, these are gonna be Marigold. These guys are pretty early on in the build right now. They're about in phase 2. And so you guys, this is in the Arboretum. So if you remember on any of my other videos in the past that we did, the Richmond American one at Iris, you will have access to those amenities, but you guys also have the amenities over here as well. So you have your own dedicated swimming pool. You have a nice little green belt over here off to the side, a little north from the swimming pool. So cool little spot to hang out, gather. No one's here right now because, again, not a lot of people live here yet. These are gonna start in the low 500s, and they're offering insane incentives right now, you guys. The interest rate incentive they're offering right now is unheard of. So if you're watching this video and you like what you see in this video, be sure to reach out to me, call me, text me, DM me on Instagram or whatever. And I'd love to get you an appointment and meet you here to show you these homes. One thing about this collection here, you guys, that you're gonna see is that they all have 2-car garages. Now you're gonna see how they're configured in a little bit in this video. But one thing that's always important that's often overlooked is garage door height. Maybe you have a truck, maybe you have a tall car, maybe your car's lifted, whatever, truck's lifted, maybe you have lumber racks on your truck, whatever, and you need more clearance. We're gonna find out right now if your car can fit in these garages. Also, apologies for wearing shorts. It's a little unprofessional, that's on me. But it's 10 o'clock in the morning right now and it's already 100 degrees, so that's kind of rough. 7 feet, 9 inches to the weather stripping. So that's gonna be like 7 feet, 8 inches, call it 92.5 inches. So if your truck or car is beneath that, then you'll be able to have clearance in here, no doubt. That's just one tidbit that's, people often overlook. We're gonna start with the Trellis collection. We're gonna take a look right now at Plan 1. All right, you guys, when you come up off the stairs, your main living space is all gonna be on the second level here. So you're gonna walk in, this is a good size. This model is about 1,500 square feet. You're gonna see, this is a good size living room, you guys. This is nice and open. Again, you're gonna see it staged. This is not a small coffee table. They have 2 separate chairs there that take up a good amount of space. So if you're someone that has like a giant sectional, and then you got your TV wall right here, your entertainment stand, this is definitely enough space for all your family and friends to gather and watch NFL Sunday or whatever else you watch. The living space also does not take away from a nice little dining nook. So you guys are gonna see here, they have this circular table sit for 4. You could definitely have a longer table right here, have like a bench on one side and like 3 chairs on one side, whatever. This is not a small amount of space right here, so I like that they've done this. And then that spills into the kitchen, you guys. So the kitchen is gonna have a good center island featuring 3 suitable chairs for a breakfast bar. And then you're gonna have the quartz countertops. And one cool thing that Risewell has done, you guys, is that you're gonna have GE appliances that come with the house. You're gonna have the fridge, you're gonna have your cooktop, you're gonna have your microwave, and then you're even gonna have washer and dryer for laundry, and of course, dishwasher. Oftentimes when you buy new construction homes, all you get is the dishwasher, and you get the microwave, and then you get the range. Usually the laundry and the fridge, you have to buy yourself. So that alone could be like $3 grand. Awesome introductory living space here. You also, this is not a small balcony right here. So you're gonna see here, this is probably about, I don't know, 10 feet, maybe a little bit more, maybe 11 feet. And then you're gonna see the vastness, the open vastness. So this is the Arboretum, okay? So North Fontana. You're gonna see a lot of this stuff isn't even graded yet. Very early stages here And yeah, again, they're in phase like 2 of 12, you guys. So if you're watching this video, come take a look, we got time. Now the living space is above both of your neighbors' garages. So we have over there, and then we got over there. But let's go over here to the south side first. Walking over here, we're gonna see our guest bathroom. Again, you guys, if you're a regular viewer of the channel, you're gonna see that this is pretty much standard operating procedure, right? So you have your acrylic tub shower combination with a toilet and a vanity. What more do you need? One thing, I've said it before in prior videos, if you are a young family and you have a little one that still takes baths that you bathe, a tub is super important. Or if you're a growing family and you're gonna have a baby that you're gonna have to bathe, a tub is nice. In the early days, they fit in the sink, but trust me, they grow out of that pretty fast. And then next to our first bathroom, we have bedroom number 1. Bedroom number 1's a good size. There's a full-size bed right here. You have your wall closet, very nice, and you have your high ceilings too. A very good suitable bedroom for your kids. And then next to bedroom number 1, we're gonna have bedroom number 2. So they've got this room staged as like a homework office type area, and it feels a little smaller. So we're gonna measure it. This room is 9 feet 7 inches. Oh, I just bent. 9 feet 7 inches, 115 inches wide. So not even 10 feet. That's obviously on the smaller side. But again, if one of your kids has a twin bed pushed up against the wall, you're gonna have enough space. Next to this bedroom too, we are going to have our linen closet. All right, good stuff on this side of the house. Let's go take a look at the primary bedroom across the way. I just lied. Before we get to the primary bedroom, we're gonna take a look at the laundry room. Laundry room, again, in 1,500 square feet, you don't really want it being much bigger than this. You can absolutely put like shelving up here to have more space, or cabinetry, whatever you want. But you guys, also, they have these included. So look at that, you don't have to buy your own laundry units. And then next to that is gonna be your primary bedroom. Good sized primary bedroom here in Plan 1 here at Trellis. This bedroom is gonna be 12'8" by 14 feet 2 inches. And I mean, that's a good size. That's a pretty good size. 14, almost 15 feet, almost 13 by 15. Very good size indeed. And then we're gonna come into the bathroom. I have no idea why the lights are off. Weird. Anyways, the lights do work, just not today, I guess. But good size primary bathroom in here. You're gonna have the dual sink vanities, hitting it out of the park with that. You're gonna have the stand-up shower here. Good space too, definitely not small. Obviously, you're gonna have your private toilet quarters. And then behind us, we're gonna have our walk-in closet. Let's see if the light's not working in here either. That's all right. So good size walk-in closet in here for sure. Right here, you guys, if you've seen any of my other videos, this is where your internet will go. And yeah, good opportunities all around us here. And then next to all of that, you have some linen storage. So that's nice and always handy. But you guys, great start. Plan 1 here, Trellis collection. The Arboretum, North Fontana. Let's go. This is first time home buyers paradise right here, you guys. If you've never bought a house before and you want something that you can move into, just bring your toothbrush and it's in good condition, you don't have to worry about anything else. You've got to come check these out. So call me, text me, let's get you an appointment. So you see, you guys, the way that these are kind of laid out is that is going to be all detached. So these are your neighbors, this is your neighbor, and then this is your neighbor. So they're all detached, you guys. So these are not attached. At least the Trellis collection is not attached. All right, here we go. We're gonna be taking a look at Plan 2 now here at Trellis in North Fontana. This one is gonna be a 4-bedroom floor plan. When you walk in, you're gonna be greeted with all kinds of options. You're gonna have your stairs, then you're gonna have your living space, you're gonna have your bedroom. Let's go ahead and take a look at bedroom number 1 down here. A downstairs bedroom is definitely a good value. Good sized bedroom here. I would say it's very similar to bedroom number 1 of the last floor plan that we just saw. So you got your wall closet and it's downstairs. So there's value in that. Next to that is gonna be your bathroom, bathroom number 1. This is gonna be the bathroom your guests use. You're gonna have a stand-up shower, you're gonna have your vanity, and then you're gonna have your toilet. So very standard here, but it's on the first floor, you guys. So if you're someone that doesn't like to mess with stairs and you like to have some living space, operating space downstairs, then check these out. Good start with the downstairs bedroom. Let's take a look at the rest of the living space. Alrighty, great living space here, you guys. So you're gonna definitely have enough space. Similar for the last collection, you're gonna have enough space over here to maybe not have a giant fake plant. Maybe you can have a bigger sectional if you need it. This is a good size. And then your TV wall here. And then behind that is all open with your dining nook and your kitchen. Right here in the kitchen too, you have your pantry. Center island obviously is gonna be open to the rest of the living space. So if you're in the kitchen chefing up, you have people hanging out on the couch, you have people here sitting at the table, then it's gonna be just a good gathering spot altogether. So I like the layout here that they've done. And you guys, this is gonna be a good depiction of what you can expect. So remember I told you that in plan 1, your bedrooms, each side of the house was above your neighbor's garage. This is how it's kind of figured out here. So you're gonna have your garage access across your backyard, right? So you don't have direct garage access per se. You have to walk outside, but you still have access to that. And then of course you have a side gate. So, you know, one thing in the new construction era right now that we're in, especially in the Inland Empire, you don't get a lot of like yard space. So the fact that you have like this little hangout spot, not bad. All right, good stuff. I like what we've got here so far on the entry level. Let's go upstairs. Right off the stairs here, we're gonna walk into bedroom number 2, first one that is upstairs. Now, one thing I will say is that this room isn't giant. However, it's doing the tactic that I said in the bedroom in the last floor plan where you have the twin mattress up against the wall. So when that happens, you have a lot of space for your kids to play. Shooting now across the hall, we're gonna see our laundry room, pretty much copy and paste from plan 1, very good. And then next to that, we're gonna have bedroom number 3. Good stuff here, full-size bed, and then, you know, you have your space on either side, wall closet. Good size bedroom, you guys. This is what's going on here. In between the primary and then bedroom number 3, you're gonna have your upstairs hallway bath. So dual sink vanities again, high ceilings, you guys. So we have 9-foot ceilings on the second level as well. And then you have your privacy quarters for your shower, your tub shower combination, and your toilet. I mentioned the high ceilings because you guys, I highlight the ceilings often in my videos, and you guys, it's just like, it just makes everything feel bigger. So a lot of times you're gonna see 9-foot ceilings on the first level, 8-foot ceilings on the second. But these are 9/9, so that's nice. Those high ceilings also make the primary bedrooms feel a lot bigger. All right, you guys, another good sized bedroom here. We're gonna be rolling 12 feet 5 inches by 13 feet 2 inches. So it's almost a square. It's just a little wider than it is deep. And it's a little smaller than in plan 1. Yeah, good sized bedroom for sure. And then that spills into our primary bathroom. Primary bathroom has dual sinks and the vanities as well. You're gonna have a ton of storage space for all your linens and all your knickknacks that you need to get ready. You're probably gonna see the same shower throughout this entire video, so just get used to that. Still very nice. There's a lot of them that have just like the corner showers that come up to here. So you're kind of just like in a phone booth, whereas this is bigger, so that's great. And then next to that, you're gonna have your toilet and your walk-in closet. So you guys, so far Trellis swinging a hot bat, especially for the price point, you guys. In the 500,000s, this is a good layout, you guys. It's something that we're getting more used to in the new construction era here in the Inland Empire. So yeah, again, good stuff. If you guys are watching this video so far and you like what you see, be sure to give me a call, send me a text. I'd love to meet with you in person, show you these, and see if they're the right fit for you and your family. Right now, the incentives that Risewell is offering is insane. In year 1 of your mortgage, they're gonna offer you a 2.99% interest rate, which is unfathomably great. And then in years 2 through 30, they're gonna offer you a 3.99. So in year 1, call it a 3%. And then in year 2, for the rest of the loan, it's gonna be 4%. So that is an insane savings, you guys. So be sure, if you like this video and if you like any of the floor plans that you see, whether that be here in Trellis or in the next collection, Marigold, be sure to hit me up and we'll see if you can take advantage of that insane interest rate. So let's keep going. All right, beautiful day. We have one more floor plan to see of the Trellis collection, and it is gonna be plan 3. This one's also gonna be a 4-bedroom floor plan. So when we walk in, we're gonna be greeted with the stairs off to the left. You're gonna have your linen closet here under the stairs storage and linen closet. And then that'll introduce us to the rest of the living space. All right, great living space here. Let's start in the kitchen dining area. So again, you guys, pretty much congruent from what we've seen, right? We've seen a kitchen island with 3 chairs and bar stools. And then you can see, obviously, the dining nook right off the side of that. And then you have your little backyard access area. So again, you guys, this is pretty much the same thing that we just saw in plan 2. This is the house for plan 1. And then this is your garage to your little outdoor gate. So not a bad setup. We've definitely seen smaller on the channel, without question. And in this price range, not bad. All right, but we're back inside now. So you got the living area here, good sized living area. You can definitely have, you know, sectionals like I've been saying, or these aren't small couches that they have staged. So if you're someone that has 2 like love seats, kind of similar to this, then you can already know that it fits. So that's good to know. And then over here, when you come on in off to the right, we're gonna have bedroom number 1. Bedroom number 1's a good size, you guys. Again, you're gonna have your, I think this is a queen. Sometimes I get tripped up between a full and a queen. Somebody help me in the comments, please. Regardless, good size room, wall closet. The first floor bedrooms, I mean, we've only seen 2 of them so far, but they're not small. They're definitely a good size. And they have an extra bonus value by proxy of being right next to your downstairs guest bathroom. So it's almost like you have your little private suite here. Obviously these are adjacent, they're not connected. But yeah, you have your vanity, you have your standing tub, and then you have your toilet. So this is pretty much wash, rinse, and repeat, which is good. All right, great downstairs living area. Let's go take a look at what we've got cooking upstairs. Right as we come upstairs, we're gonna have these doors here that have our laundry. So you don't necessarily have like a laundry room, although this is kind of like a laundry room. It's more like a really big laundry closet. So that's nice. Over 1,600 square feet, but you're gonna save some square footage by not having a giant laundry room, so that's cool. And then we're gonna have bedroom number 2. Bedroom number 2 is gonna have a full-size mattress pushed against the wall. So that definitely makes it feel like you have a lot more bigger space. So that's good use of space, and that's good staging on the part of Risewell. Next to that, we're gonna have our upstairs hallway bathroom. I don't need to tell you guys this, you know exactly what this looks like. However, single vanity or single sink in the vanity, and then you have your privacy wall here for your toilet, and then your tub shower. One thing, if you guys are regular viewers of the channel, you're gonna know my OCD is flaring a little bit. They don't have 2 sinks. Would love to see 2 sinks, but hey, this will do. Next to the hallway bathroom that has 1 sink, you're gonna see bedroom number 3. Good work here by Risewell to have 4-bedroom floor plans in this entry point and this price point, and still have good size. You're gonna have your wall closet. I mean, I don't know how much closet your kids need, but to me, that's serviceable for a standard child. And then across the hall from there, you're gonna have your little hallway linen closet. It's always nice to have linen storage. But then next to that, you're gonna have your primary bedroom. Let's go. You guys, at the time of this filming, of the time of this being recorded, at the time that I'm speaking to you right now, this floor plan starts at 584, like 585. So the fact that you can get a floor plan like this, a primary bedroom and bathroom like this in North Fontana in the Inland Empire. The fact that you can get something like this is just such a nice layout. Everything about this just screams almost like mini luxury, if you will. Obviously it's not a mansion. We're talking about 1,600 square feet here. But the fact that you can get a layout like this in the city of Fontana, north of the 210, you can actually probably see the 15. Can you see the 15 right here? That's the 15 freeway going up towards like Summit, going up towards the Cajon Pass there. And so you guys, the fact that you can get a layout like this, a primary bedroom like this, 4 bedrooms with a 2-car garage in the 500s, man, good opportunity for a family out here. Good opportunity, honestly, mostly. It's a good opportunity for anybody who wants it, but like for first-time home buyers, if you're looking for 4 bedrooms, 1,600 square feet, you guys gotta hit me up. Let's check these out because I think that these could be good for you and your family. All right, so the 3 models that we just took a look at were part of the Trellis collection here at the Arboretum that Risewell is doing. Now, the next one that we're gonna take a look at is Marigold. Marigold's a little bigger. Okay, so these are gonna start in the 600s, okay? But they're not gonna really top out into the 700s as of the recording of this video. If you're watching this video later in 2026 or maybe early in 2027, prices might be different. So let's go take a look at Marigold. Let's see how they compare in floor plans. Let's go see how they compare in overall layouts. So let's go do that right now. All right, so we got done seeing Trellis. Trellis is literally right there. And I'll have a little map that'll kind of give an idea of how these 2 collections are going to be laid out in this community. They're gonna be split pretty evenly, one side being Marigold, one side being Trellis. But Marigolds you're gonna see are also detached. They also have 2-car garages, but staggered like this. So this is gonna be kind of cool. So without further ado, let's check out plan number 1 of the Marigold collection. Now, when you walk in to the Marigold collection, you're gonna be greeted with the stairs, and then you're gonna have your living space. So let's check this out. All right, so you know, what's common in this price point, especially for new construction homes, is a smaller downstairs, and then you have a lot of your living space upstairs for a 2-car garage. That is not the case in this collection here that Risewell's done. Let's start over here in the sitting area. This is a good sized living space. I know you're probably thinking, oh, he says that about every model, but it's true, 1,600 square feet, and you have obviously the space to walk right here. This is not small per se. You're not gonna be right up on anybody. This is a good sized sectional. I don't even know if a lot of people usually have maybe just one giant sectional, maybe a single chair. If you're a first-time home buyer, you wanna make sure that if you're renting an apartment right now, you wanna be able to take the furniture that you currently have because you don't wanna spend money on new furniture. This room will hold, I imagine, pretty much anything you guys have. And then that spills into the dining room area, you guys. So this is another good dining nook, good sized table here, sit for 6. And then you got space too. So like, even if people are sitting here, people aren't crammed. And we like this in the new construction builds too, because people sitting here could still gather and hang out with people in the living room who are watching TV. You still have good vision of what's on TV. And then the kitchen. So the kitchen is not gonna feature a center island. This is the first floor plan in this video that doesn't, but you still got you could have a really small island, but they got the butcher block here. You can get one that's on wheels, but I think what they have here is good, or you could just keep it open. This is obviously good utility to have a little bit more cabinetry space. But you guys, don't forget, GE appliances included in the sale of these homes. Over here off the kitchen too, they have a little extra nook. So this is gonna be your pantry right here. So obviously a good amount of storage everywhere up here. And then you got the soft close, so that's nice. Just off the kitchen too, across the way from that pantry, you have your powder room. So pedestal sink, toilet, you know how this goes. And then similar to what we saw in Trellis, we're not gonna have your neighbors, or rather, you're not gonna have your garage access through your little backyard area. You're gonna have your own little personal backyard space. So this isn't bad. You know, if you have a dog, This is definitely enough space to kind of give your dog some reprieve from being inside. But then again, you guys, don't forget, this is part of the Arboretum. So you guys will have a lot of amenities that you'll have access to if you buy in this community, aside from the other amenities within the community already. Great downstairs living space. We're starting to creep into the 6s a little bit, but let's go check out what we have upstairs. All right, coming up off the stairs now into the 2nd level. You have a nice little storage nook too. This is nice. This is definitely, we have something like this in our house, and it is full, let me tell you. Next to that, we're gonna have a nice little walk-in storage closet. That's a lot deeper than the normal storage closets we're used to seeing. And then before we go down the hall, let's take a look at bedroom number 1. I would definitely say from this wall to that wall has got to be at least, I don't know, 13 feet, somewhere between 12 and 13 feet. It's not small. And then you have your own little step-in closet. I don't call it a full walk-in closet just because, like, you know, it's still not very deep. But I mean, there's a door. It's not a pass-through door like we're used to seeing with the wall closets. Moving on down the hall now, we're gonna make a quick left, and then we're gonna be introduced to our upstairs hallway bathroom. A+, Risewell, A+, 2 sinks. That's how we do it. And then over here is the exact same. You know what we've seen before here on the channel. You got your privacy wall there, guarding your toilet and your tub shower. Moving on down the hall now, we're gonna have off to the right here, we're gonna have our laundry. Laundry room's a little bigger than we saw in Trellis. You can definitely put like some kind of cabinetry here. I almost said wardrobe, but you're probably not gonna keep clothes in here. Well, I mean, you might would, but you'd probably put like shelving and just cabinetry here for other linens and stuff. And then next to the laundry, we're gonna have bedroom number 2. All right, you guys, so the first thing we're already seeing in this collection, about 1,650 square feet, and the rooms are a great size. See, now this is a little bit more of a walk-in closet compared to what we saw in bedroom number 1 and the previous bedroom we just saw. This makes more sense as a walk-in closet. Shooting on across the hall now, we're gonna be introduced to our primary bedroom here, Plan 1 of Marigold. Another good sized primary bedroom, you guys. So over here, we're gonna have, right off our entry, we're gonna have our walk-in closet. This is probably the same size as bedroom number 2 that we just saw, but the room is obviously a bigger size for sure. So obviously you can imagine your TV going here. And then if you have a king size bed, like I believe this is staged, look at all the space you still have. So they have a dresser here, but even if you had like a little bench that came out to like right here, and then you had this amount of walking space, that's still very doable. And then you got another great sized primary bathroom, you guys. So you're gonna have here the stand-up shower that's a little bigger, but definitely bigger than like a corner shower. Now this is pretty much what we've been seeing here so far in this video. This is our 4th model we've seen, and pretty similar. And then next to your 2 sinks, you're gonna have your toilet. So very good stuff we're seeing here. This was Plan 1 here at Marigold at the Arboretum. Obviously, Arboretum is the master plan community here, and Marigold is the collection. Great stuff. Again, perfect for a first-time home buyer, or honestly, if you're just trying to take advantage of the great pricing and that crazy incentive interest rate. All right, not that far of a walk from Plan 1. We're gonna check out Plan number 2. Plan 2 is over 1,700 square feet. There are stairs going to the 2nd level. We'll take a look at that later. But first, we got to check out this incredible living space, you guys. So pretty similar to Plan 1, where you walk in, stairs, you're good with stairs, and then you got your living space. So not completely different compared to that. I would say size-wise, it's definitely a little deeper. We definitely have a little bit more space here. So still a great option. And then that also spills into your little dining area and your kitchen, similar to what we saw in Plan 1. What we didn't see in Plan 1 is we didn't see a kitchen island. We didn't see a center island. This one is staged with 2 breakfast bar seats. You could absolutely get 3 if you got maybe smaller chairs or stools. And then we're gonna have, this is all staged here with the fish scale backsplash design, very nice. But all in all, this is a pretty good layout. You're gonna have access to, visual access that is, to pretty much everything that this house offers downstairs. And then they're gonna have a circular table that is staged for 5. Remember, in plan 1 at Marigold, they had a table staged for 6. So maybe you sacrifice a small dining area. And then off the dining area, obviously you're gonna have your backyard space. So they have a little dining set staged out here. And then it's gonna be pretty similar as far as you got the walk around option. And yeah, so this is pretty much par for the course in these collections. Great spaces over here for sure. And then you're gonna have your garage access right here. And then you're gonna have your guest bathroom. So this is gonna be a powder room right here. Pedestal sink toilet. You already know how this goes if you're a regular viewer of the channel. And we're given a special treat in this collection, you guys. The garage door is unlocked. So this is actually gonna give us a good opportunity to talk about solar. So you guys have your battery backup and you have your solar technology. So solar here at Marigold, if you lease it, you have the option to lease it or own it. If you lease it, it'll be about $155 to $165 per month. And if you buy it, that'll be anywhere from $15,000 to $25,000 per month. It just depends. A lot of people opt to lease it though, because they don't want to add an extra 15, 20, 30,000, whatever on top of the purchase price of the home. But you guys, garage wise, this gives a really good depiction, obviously, of what these models will look like. So they're almost like tandem, except for they're not. Obviously you're gonna see that they're separate, but the way they're staggered, that could leave some opportunity for a decent amount of storage potentially in between the cars. So this will give you a good look at what it'll look like because I'm sure if you're watching this video, you haven't seen staggered garages that much. You might have seen tandem before and a single car, but yeah, this gives a good idea of what it'll look like. And then obviously you have your water heater. Great downstairs option. Now let's go take a look at what we've got cooking upstairs. When we come up from upstairs, we're gonna have the same little storage nook that we saw here in plan 1. So that's useful. But then one thing that plan 1 did not have is the loft, you guys. So we finally have a loft in this collection. And I must say, it is a good sized room. That's a pretty big TV. So this gives a good depiction of what you could use it for, a little hangout room, maybe a little play space. They have it staged here as a playroom. Obviously the little kids chairs, the crayons, and then they've even got brown bear, what do you see? I see a red bird looking at me. I have a daughter who's currently 1, she'll be 2 in August, and we read this book and listen to the YouTube version of it almost every night. But aside from the brown bears, we've got some good stuff going on in this collection here. So we're gonna come over here and take a look at bedroom number 1. All right, see, so this is a twin size bed. I know I told you earlier in the video that I get tripped up sometimes between a queen and a full. This definitely is a twin. But you guys are gonna see in this bedroom, you have the space. You could get a full size bed and have like end tables against the wall more, or maybe even just smaller end tables, nightstands. And you could definitely have some walking space. But honestly, a lot of the models don't have twin size beds, so it's kind of nice to see a twin. And then of course you have your wall closet. Adjacent to the first bedroom, we're gonna have our second bedroom. Standard room here at 1,700 square feet plus, and with a loft. Don't forget there's a loft here. The rooms are obviously probably gonna have a little bit of a sacrifice compared to models and floor plans that don't have a loft. Right next to that bedroom number 2, you're gonna have 2 sinks in your upstairs bathroom. So that's great because remember, you got bedroom number 1, bedroom number 2, and then you have sinks for both of those kiddos. So again, people and kids aren't elbowing each other out of the way for the sink when they're brushing their teeth, getting ready for school in the morning. So that just makes complete sense. Next to the hallway bathroom, we have our laundry room. These laundry rooms aren't really differentiating too much. They don't have a lot of distinguishability. But again, you guys, these GE laundry washer and dryer units are included in the sale here. So that's really good. All right, so we saw 2 bedrooms. We saw brown bears, and we saw a loft. So now let's take a look at what we've got on this side of the house. I think you guys are gonna like it. 5-star bedroom, you guys. Another great space, another king size bed, more options for walking and having bigger furniture if you need it. Right near the entry point of the bedroom, you have your walk-in closet. Probably a little bit smaller than the walk-in closet we saw in plan 1. And then we're gonna have our primary bathroom. So our primary bathroom is gonna have pretty much the same fixtures that we've been seeing all along. And as far as the sinks go, and then the standing shower. So you guys, again, good opportunity in the price points. If you're looking for something in the low 5s, mid 5s, high 5s, low 6s, mid 6s, you gotta come check these ones out, because the HOAs are not bad. HOAs sometimes can get up to 4. Being that the HOA here is about $275, good opportunity to come check these out and get something that's affordable. So if you're a first-time home buyer and you're looking in the Inland Empire, you've got to come check these out. So call me, text me, let's get you an appointment. We're gonna take a look at our third and final floor plan here. So this is gonna be plan 3 of Marigold. This is gonna be the 4-bedroom floor plan that they have here for Marigold. All right, here we go. Residence 3 here at Marigold. This one's gonna be just under 1,900 square feet. And when you walk in, you're not gonna be smacked in the face with the stairs. You're gonna actually have the entire living space that you walk right into. And it really does have a big, grand feeling. So let's get into it. We'll start here in the living area. So this is gonna be where they have staged the seating of everything. You're gonna have your TV wall right here. I don't know if the TV wall belongs there or belongs there. That's for you to decide when you move in. Nonetheless, good space. And then you have another 6-person dining room table. You can definitely have a bigger dining room here because this is a good space. And you're not infringing upon any other space in the entryway if you have a little bit bigger of a table. Great space to gather there. And then you have a great kitchen. You have the center island. Obviously you're gonna have the GE appliances. You're gonna have counter space, countertops for days. So everything here is well placed, I'll be honest. This is definitely, you get the idea that this floor plan is bigger when you walk into it. Over here, you're gonna have the garage that is currently being used as a sales office. And then you're gonna have your pantry. You're gonna see that they are currently have it stocked with stuff that the sales ladies have been using, so that's good. And then next to that, you're gonna have your under the stairs storage. Very good layout here at the 3rd floor plan at Marigold. And if you were wondering where the powder room is, it's right here. So it's right next to the stairs, pedestal, sink, toilet. But before we go upstairs, let's take a look at outside. We've taken a look at every little backyard area that we've toured so far. So let's stay consistent with that. Right here, this is gonna be a little bit bigger of a space. You definitely get the feel of more than just like a back patio. This definitely feels a little bigger. One thing that's important to note, guys, when you buy a new construction home, you're not gonna get all the concrete. You might get a little concrete pad right off outside the slider, but you're gonna have to be responsible for finishing the backyard yourself. So that's where the incentives oftentimes come in. If you get credit towards closing costs or anything like that, some of that could be used towards concreting out your backyard, or just decorating it however which way you feel like it. Good stuff. I like what we've seen here, so let's go take a look at our 2nd level. As we come upstairs, we're gonna have our laundry room here off to the left. Standard size, pretty much what we've been seeing all video. Down there is a primary bedroom. We'll save that for last, as we typically do. Right here off to the right, we're gonna have our storage nook. Our cabinet nook is typically what we've been seeing here if there's no loft, so we have that. And then next to that is gonna be bedroom number 1 of this floor plan. Good sized bedroom here. Again, there's no loft. So, whenever there's no loft, that you're gonna have, bigger bedrooms. And this definitely feels like one of the bigger standard bedrooms that we've seen so far in this video. Moving right along, next to bedroom 1, we're gonna have bedroom number 2. Bedroom number 2 is gonna feel a little bigger, but I don't know if that's just because they have the closet cut in to where this is a big, pretty long strip of wall. but they have it staged here as a bunk bed. So showing the possibilities that if you have kids that are sharing a bedroom, they can coexist in here if you have a bunk bed. This closet too is a standard wall closet. They just have it oriented facing the entryway versus like facing towards the bedroom, what we normally see. Next to bedroom number 2, we're gonna have our upstairs hallway bath. This one's gonna check the similar boxes. You're gonna have the 2 sinks, and then you're gonna have your private toilet room here with your tub shower combination. So very good stuff there. This is actually a different layout than we're used to seeing. So good on Risewell for throwing us a curveball here. Next to that, we're going to have bedroom number 3. Bedroom number 3 feels a little small, not gonna lie. They have the twin bed in the middle, and there's still good space on either side, but not nearly as much as what we saw in the last floor plan when there was a twin bed staged. But again, not bad. Despite it being a little smaller, maybe on the smaller side for sure, still got a good wall closet, and it can fit a twin bed. So again, if you want a full, or if your kids have a full, push it up against the wall and you'll save space in the middle. All right, so we've already seen the 3 standard bedrooms. We've seen the upstairs bathroom. Now, let's take a look to see what we've got for our final primary bedroom of the day. All right, you guys, this is what we're talking about right here. Good size primary bedroom. This is new construction homes to a T, especially in the Inland Empire. What you're gonna get in the new construction homes now are emphasis on the size in the primary bedroom. So these rooms are not small. You're gonna see at least one, whether they be deep or length, gonna be at least 14 feet, maybe even 15 feet. So these are good sizes as well. And they really are suites now, something that you'd see in a Las Vegas hotel room sometimes. You're gonna have your walk-in closet. This is probably as big of a walk-in closet as we've seen in this square footage, especially compared to plan number 1 that we saw in this video. So good sized walk-in closet here. And then you're gonna be blessed with an excellent primary bathroom as well, you guys. We've seen this shower now 6 times in this video. You might think that's a bad thing. I don't, because honestly, how many of you guys take baths? Realistically, do you really need a tub? Think about that. I don't know. And then you got your split sink vanities here. What's cool is that they've added in these 2 columns of storage here. So you're gonna have ample space to put all your stuff, whether it be toiletries of any kind, to make sure to limit clutter here on the counter. And then you're gonna have your toilet. So awesome stuff here in these collections. We've seen Trellis was great, and Marigold was great. So it really comes down to whatever collection you think would suit your family best. That about does it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching and taking a look at Marigold and Trellis here in the Arboretum in North Fontana. Risewell has a really good community going on around here, especially within their own community. You saw the pool earlier in the video, and then you even have access to the HOA of the Arboretum that encompasses a clubhouse, fitness center, pool, green belt, all kinds of stuff for you and your family to take advantage of. Right now, the incentive is insane. For qualified buyers, you can have an interest rate as low as 3.99%, 2.99% in year 1, but 3.99% from years 2 through 30 with your mortgage. That's an insane incentive. Not a lot of people are offering that. Risewell has for you guys. Obviously, incentives, prices, and availability change from week to week. So if you're interested, if you like anything that you've seen in this floor plan, call me, text me, DM me on Instagram, by every which way, smoke signal, pigeon carry, frisbee, whatever, it doesn't matter. Hit me up, let's get you in here. Hit me up and I'll book you an appointment to come see these, and then yeah, we'll see if it makes sense for you and your family. Feel free also to hit me up if you think that you're a few months away from making a decision. Hit me up anyways. It's a good idea to get an idea of where values are and what the market is, so that way you can kind of study in the few months leading up to your big purchase. So it doesn't have to be that, hey, I'm gonna buy next week. That's not the case. If you know that you're gonna make a move in the next year, hit me up and see if there's something that I could help you out with. But thank you guys so much for watching and supporting the channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I think that'd be a really cool number to have a comma in my subscriber count. But if you're a regular viewer of the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, like this video for future videos similar to this. I always post videos exactly like this. You can go over to my YouTube channel and see the library that we're building of videos just like this in cities across the Inland Empire. So if you're looking to make a move, whether that be next week, next year, next month, whatever, it's a high likelihood that I've done a video in a city that you might be interested in. So again, subscribe, like, hit me up if you're looking to make a purchase, and we'll see you next time.